So here comes part 2. Okay, sorry I have to break this down into many videos. It's because YouTube has a limitation of 10 minutes per video. Okay, so I've already solved the blue and I already solved the green. So what I need to do is to solve the adjacent, or the remaining cubies or sides. So how I usually solve it, I'll solve the white, the red, and then the last two, which is the yellow and the purple. Okay, the same thing, you create lines after lines, right? So I'll first solve the middle white lines. So I have one here. So if I were to shift it this way, okay, this white one here, if I were to bring it here, you'll create a line. So yes, one line here, alright? So then you look around for other white ones. You have one here, two here in fact. Okay, you make it this way, okay, and you notice that if, let's say I have a white here, I bring it here, okay, and if I were to bring this white here, which means like that, I will disturb the original middle white line. So the trick is, okay, the original middle, like even the green and the blue, I'll solve the middle one first. So I'll bring it out of the way, which means out of the way, so that if I were to bring this white one here to create the second line, my initial middle line will not be disturbed. Alright, so voila. Okay, then the last line here, which I need to create, I have one here, I have one here, and I have one here. So again, it's creating line, and while creating the lines, try not to disturb these. Do not worry, because these two you will not disturb. Just the other adjacent cubies. Okay, so you have middle one here, you shift it this side, so that you know that if you bring this here, okay, is joined. So you bring it out of the way, so that you can put this back. Okay, so now you solve here. Then you see that there's two here and there's one here. So how do you bring this here? You bring it up, move it out of the way, so that if you bring this down, there's no more white here. The white is already here. So now you have two here and one here. What you need to do, again, okay, bring it like this, you shift it here. How you do that? So that if you have to bring this white here, you'll create a line. But remember, as I say, always create line parallel to your original one. So in this case, okay, it is going this direction, but this is this direction. So what you need to do, bring it out of the way, and then voila. The same thing goes for the red, exactly the same thing. Again, make sure that you don't disturb the white. So right now you need to solve the middle red. So again, okay, now you can solve two at the same time, because you have two here and then you have two line here and two line here. You know that if you bring this over, you will create two lines already. So bring it out of the way. Out of the way. Why? Because you need to bring the white back. Always make it parallel to your other cubies that you're solving. Okay, now one last red line that you need to solve. So you have one here, okay, you know that if you have to bring this here, take it out of the way, this white you put it back, red, red. You know that if you have to bring this down here, you have a perfect line. So what you need to do, just put it back to place. And now you have a problem. Why? Because while solving this red, let me see how more I have. Okay, 5 minutes more. Okay. While solving the red, I accidentally disturb the white face. So very simple, what I need to do, this is quite intuitive actually. You bring it out of the way, okay? This red, you bring it up to the white side. This you bring it back here, so that if you're to bring this white back to this place, this red one will also go back to the red. So again, look, you see? And now the last two, this is actually trial by fire. What I mean is, what I usually do is, I don't, for the last side, I don't do line by line, because now you already solved these two. You need to shuffle them back and forth. The shape that you're supposed to look for is basically this yellow, right? And then there's a yellow here. So I'll just fit any yellow, bring aside, put it back. Okay, so I will just fit in any yellow to, so I just shuffle back and forth. So the shape that you want to look at, that you want to have finally after shuffling back and forth, is this, like this. You see, everything is yellow, and then there's two purple, everything is purple, and there's two yellow. Okay, that is the ideal shape. So you know that if you put this yellow here and then you bring it back up, you have the same thing. Alright, bring it out of the way. This yellow, you fit it into here. So basically the shape that you want to find after shuffling back and forth, this between the yellow and the purple, is these two, like this. Look, so you bring this here, put this yellow in here, shift it this way, and then bring it back. So now it is soft.